Hello everyone, welcome to Learn for Exam. I am Athreya Roy, and in this video we will be talking about the most easiest questions that you can expect in your CAT paper and how do you attempt them. But before I start this video, let me tell you the benefits of our Learn for Exam app that is available in the Google Play Store and the iOS Store. Now let us begin with the first section, that is your verbal ability section. Now in this section you know that you would be majorly getting RCs and somewhere around 10 verbal ability questions. Now what I expect you to do in the RCs, find the RCs which are a bit related to science or let's say sports or technology, recent technology, or anything that has happened recently. That might be anything pertaining to a recent happening on a verdict or something like that. Now all these kinds of RCs are easy to comprehend rather than the RCs that are based on literature, psychology and such. Now, CAT loves to give RCs on literature, psychology, sociology because these are the RCs that are not easily comprehensible. So the larger chunk who are taking the exam, that is the engineers find these RCs very difficult to comprehend, and these ones are the ones that they are not that they are they feel easy to comprehend and answer the questions for. So these four kinds, or the ones that I've told you, are the ones that you need to attempt in the first go whenever you're taking the verbal ability paper. And for the VA questions, I would suggest you go through the para completion and the para summary questions, whatever you have in your paper, and then go on to solve the para jumbles if you want to. This is what I would suggest you for verbal ability. Now let's come to quants, the quantitative ability part. Now the quantitative ability part has questions based on ratio proportion, percentages. It would also have question on allegation and mixture. We would have time and work. We would have profit and loss. Now these are the questions that would be really easy in the paper, and you can see almost every part, almost all of these chapters come from arithmetic. Apart from these, you have logarithm, you have inequalities, and modulus, which you can think are easy. From the other parts, I would rather say you can go for sequence and series and a bit of probability. Now these are the questions that we have been seeing that are coming on the easier level at CAT. So you can, whenever you see these questions coming from these chapters, just take somewhere around 10-15 seconds to read the question once and identify if the question is easy or medium or difficult. There are very good chances that the question would be on the easier side, because from these chapters they essentially do not tend to make difficult questions. So for the first 25 minutes, let's say, of your QA paper, if you can scout somewhere around 10 of these questions, you are a plus 30 ahead, because on easy questions I do not want you people to make a single error. Now what about LRDI? Now there are 3-4 parts, types of questions that can be formed in LRDI, which are considered a bit easier. The first one is definitely networking sets or network sets, where you have been given a road network or a pipeline network and you need to do that one out. So network sets are fairly easy. The second one is definitely orthodox games. Like in CAT 2017, we had a set on chess, right? So those kind of those kind of sets which are based on orthodox games, they are fairly easier that we have been seeing coming in CAT. The third thing would definitely be numerical logic. Question based on numerical logic would take somewhere around 3 to 4 minutes to make the first chart, whatever table you have, and then the question becomes fairly easier as you go on progressing. So that's something I would want you people to look for whenever you are solving the LRDA paper for this year's CAT. And the last type is sets which are based on probability or which invoke some sort of direction sense into them. These kind of sets are also fairly easier as per the pattern we have been seeing in CAT. So these four questions, if they appear in your paper, please try to attempt them on a first come basis. Right now, point here is the first 5 minutes that you would be taking to scout the 2 to 3 or 4 sets that I have already told you in the previous video in the strategy of how to take the LRDA paper of CAT. In the first 5 minutes, you should be understanding that which sets to solve. Now, if you find these kind of sets in the paper, I would definitely want you to mark those sets. You need to mark those sets so that whenever you start solving, you know that yes, I do have a set of this type and this might turn out to be a fairly easier set, right? So this is something you people have to keep in mind. So this is what I wanted to share with you people about the types of questions that might be coming easier in the CAT paper, and I don't want you to miss on any of them, because you get a good score not by solving the difficult questions but by solving the easier questions. So I do not want you people to miss on any easy question that appear on the paper. Now, before I wrap my video up, I would like you people to go to the Learn for Exam website and search for our CAT and SNAP crash courses. We also have an IFT crash course and a TIST 2020 course that is available. You can go to the website and check all the details. I do not have to tell you much about the NMath SNAP ebook because this is quite a big hit from our end. You get these benefits out of it. We have these test series. You can go to the website and check them out in detail. Also, these are the features of L4E classes. You get access to class recordings. It only takes you 2 to 3 minutes at a maximum to connect to the class, and these are our overall results. We have updated the overall results. We have updated the 2019 and math results. You can pause the video and check them out, and these are the reviews for Learn for Exam. You can pause the video and check them out yourself. You can connect with us over YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and Snapchat at Learn for Exam. So guys, please try to follow whatever I've told you in this video, and I hope to see you get very good marks in the upcoming CAT exam. All the best.